Okay, welcome back to part 4 of this challenge where we're going to try and make a game for under £50, release it on Steam. Now, at the end of the last video, we were having a problem where if we fell off something, what we were trying to do is, let me just show you the code. I've fixed it. And it's the same code. So what we need is, it would check to see if we're falling. If that's true, set jump to true. Now what I did was I went and looked, because the problem was we didn't have a transition between idle walk and jump. So that was the problem. So I've just put that in and then made that to check to see if jumping is true. We don't even have to check both at this point for those. And then I'll just show you the result. So we can jump really high. And fall off. No, just fall. I'll jump up there. If I fall off, I go into my falling animation, which is what we want. So, fall. There we go. Land. Fire our thing. Right. So, what I was going to have a look at this time is camera setup and the player. But before we do that, actually, I just want to polish this up because if I press play now, and if I attack and then try and jump, the jump animation gets a bit messed up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a limitation on that. So when we do jump here, we want to check. So get attack 1 and get a branch. So when that's pressed, check to see if attacking 1 is false. All right. So only do the attack, only do the jump if that is false. So now if I press attack and try to jump, I have to wait, which makes sense. Now, if you want your jump to override your attack, you can set it up the other way, but this one seems to make sense for me. All right, so that's a nice little fix for that. And then let's go and set up the camera a little better. So we want to grab the spring arm, and I'm going to rotate the camera. Oh, no, it doesn't want to do that. I think that is because we're using this. If I turn that off, it'll let me do that. So what's the way around that? Obviously we do want to use the control pull and rotation, or else we don't get the camera rotation like we want. But let's just have a look. Let's play around with it. So it's turned off, and then what happens? Oh yeah, that's really broken. Doesn't work at all. Okay, it's not going to be as simple as I thought. So turn that back on. And then let's have a look at the options we have here for this. So we've got the length. Now, we should still be able to have the camera. So just for experiment's sake, I'm just going to have a look at what happens if I try to move the camera. Oh, it breaks. Please don't crash. Okay, everything's frozen. This is usually a bad sign. Oh, no, it's kicking back into life. Let's save. File, save all. Okay, cool. So let's go back in here. And just for fun, I'm going to disconnect the camera. So we don't have to have the camera on a spring arm. It is better though to sort of have, if you want collisions, if you don't want it to collide with things and stuff like that, it usually is better. Why is that so broken? Spring arm. Okay, just tick that back on. I'm just going to undo all of that. Start this again. Spring arm, tick that. Okay, so it's still connected. Now, a challenge for us here is to have an offset, I guess. So we can have a target offset here. So if we wanted to offset on the why is his Z that way? Oh no, because that's the one that's selected. Sorry, I'm gibbering to myself a little bit. Okay, so let's just set that to be, I don't know, 100. See what happens. No, that changes the length of the spring arm, but not its offset. All right, let's try this actually. Enable camera lag. Okay, and then set the camera lag. We'll leave it at 10 for now and hit compile. So now the camera, do you see that? The camera doesn't start moving straight away. There's a little bit of a delay. So it's kind of cool. Also, do you see this weird walking? I don't know what's happening there. Maybe that's because I changed the rotation speed. Not too bad. Okay, so yeah, I like that camera lag, but let's play around with it and see. Let's have a look at the rotation as well. See what happens then. Yeah, so it doesn't stop straight away. I like that too. I think the problem with it is that he moves too fast. We want him to move a little slower. The animation doesn't seem in time with the. I mean, the movement doesn't seem in time with the animation. So after we've stopped playing around with that, we'll have a look at that. So set it to 10. Okay, so let's set it to 100 and see what happens then. We're just playing around. We just want to. So it seems the lower the number, the more of an effect you get. Okay. So let's see if it does say that. So controls how quick the camera reacts. Low values are slower, more lag. Yeah. So we started off at 10. So let's try 5. Hit compile. Oh yeah, that's what's giving it that slidey feeling, because he's moving and then the camera's picking up. I see. Let's leave that at 10. Let's draw debug lag marker. Let's have a look at that. Okay, so now we can see how much movement we get before the camera picks up. That's cool. All right. Again, I'm just going to set that to 5. Need to do much more. So yeah, it's too much. 10 seems to be about right. But that'll be refined as we go. Now, what was the next thing? I'm still not 100% happy with this camera. So I'd still like to put a I'd like it to be sort of like angled slightly above him. But I'm not sure if we use this. We can. So and this doesn't actually do anything with the rotation, does it? Oh, it does. Okay. So if we put it 90 on the Z, and then we'd have to tilt the camera as well. Let's hit compile. All right, yeah, that is the sort of thing that I'm looking for. We've gotten a bit, yeah, okay. Now we can see a little better. I think we need to give a little more on that Z. Where did I do that? It's on the spring arm. And we'll set that, instead of 90, let's set it to 120. Is that camera lined up how we want it to be? Or do we want more of a rotation on it? Turn, not snapping off, but snapping down. I think that's okay. Let's have another look. I want to be able to see what's directly in front of me. Bit more. A little bit more. Get the spring arm again. Where's this? So let's try 150. Then we need maybe to angle the camera a little more. so that it's following the line of the spring arm. That looks okay. All right, I'm happy with that for now. Okay, cool. So we set up the camera so we can see a little better. Now the next thing, or the next step, what time are we on? Yeah, we'll definitely make a start on this, is we want an enemy, or yeah, because the next step is to put in like health and all that kind of stuff, and then we'll build on the attacks and everything as we go, as we figure out exactly what it is that we're doing. So we have this RPG monster pack. Oh dear, they're not created for us, which is fine. And let's get this rat, the rat assassin. Okay, we can do everything in this folder actually. So let's create a new folder, call it animations. And then there is actually a blueprint already made, but I want to create it from scratch. So I'm going to call this, before I do that though, let me just have a look at it. It's just a blank blueprint. Okay, cool. It's just a blank blueprint. But we're still not going to use it, because I want it to be a character, and that's not a character. So, new blueprint class, character, rat, in my kitchen. What am I going to do? Rat, BP. And then we'll open that up. We will go to the mesh. We will find the rat that's in my kitchen. And we'll pop him down there. Rotate him so he's facing the right way. And then let's go through the process of getting this guy set up. We've only got 5 minutes. Can we do it in 5 minutes? So go into the animation folder, create an animation blend space. Now it just is pretty much going to be 1D, I think. And then we need to find the rat assassin. And then we're going to call it rat_BS. Then we're going to look all these animations that we've got. Now we do have walk forwards and backwards with this guy, but I think we'll just go for a walk forwards for now anyway. We'll create more complicated AIs as we go. So speed for the horizontal axis, then 600 for max. Grid divisions we'll leave at 4, 0.2 for the interpolation, and we want idle. So we've got a battle idle and a normal idle. We want normal idle for this, I think. Let's check his battle idle though. Oh no, we're having the battle idle. That's way better. So grab that and put it on 0, and then let's have a look. Is it walk or run? Does he have runs, or is it just walks? He does have a run, so let's set him up. Yeah, that's it. Okay, he looks like a rat now. So we'll put that over there at the very end, and then we can have a walk as well, and he can transition between those in his AI states. So we'll walk forward. So that's his walk, and then when we want him to run, he can, and we'll have walk. Yeah, that can be fine. Right, so that's that. Let's close this stuff now. We're not working on it. And quickly create a animation blueprint for the rat. We'll call it rat_anim_BP and open it up. And we're just going to do this quickly. So we want add new state machine. It wants to be called locomotion. Oh, it did this to me earlier. Locomotion. And double click on it, and then we want to create a state. We'll call this idle / walk question mark / run, because that's what it does. Open it up, drag in the blend space, and then for the speed we need to go into the event graph and drag out cast to rat BP. That's what I called it. Cast to rat BP. There it is. And then we want to get velocity, get a forward vector, that's it for now. Just want to get the dot product of those, and then promote this to a variable, call it speed, and there we got it. Oops, going wrong way. And then we can plug in the speed, set, and then hit compile. Okay, and then he's ready to rock and roll. So, right VP, I'm going to create a new folder, call it blueprints. So how you organize your projects is up to you, but I think if you have a consistency in all your folders, then it's easier for you to understand. Move here, and then drag him into the scene, hit play, okay, and he doesn't do anything just yet, because I think there is a way to just tell him to get a random location in range. So get random, look, no, yeah, here we go, look. The origin wants to be the get world location. Maybe we have to drag in the mesh and get world location, plug that in with origin. The radius will set to 500, and then I don't know if this is going to work, and then just put in a nav mesh. What if nav mesh bound volume? That's what we want. And then just spread it out. Every which way, hit P to have a look. Yeah, it's all there. And then if we hit play, it should move. No, it doesn't move. Why don't you move, bro? Okay. Well, we'll set up some basic AI soon. Or we'll probably do the damage and all that kind of stuff, and then we'll do the AI all in one big chunk. All right, so we'll end it there, and I'll catch up with you in the next one.